Video?
I don't know if there's time for 2 short pieces, but
Well,
see how it goes.
yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Oh, well, I thought I'd do 2 short true stories on from my past based on speed on the highway. Here we are. The first one is called Grandma's Scream. Traveling long distances with children has its challenges. I will never forget the scream. It sounded something like this. Ooh, Nina! Oh, Nina was my mother's name, though she preferred it to be pronounced Nina. Looking back, remembering the damp face never fails to bring me a feeling of mirth. Our whole family was out pelting along the highway in our new 6-cylinder Austin A105. The year would have been about 1957. Dad was at the wheel, his foot resting heavily on the accelerator. At age 30, Dad still loved speed, and we hung on grimly as the little car slewed its way along. We were young children at the time. Tina was about 3, and Yvonne was 4, and myself about 8 years old. Along for the ride was Grandma, or Nan as she wished to be called. She was a very stiff British lady, very corrective and proper in nature. She was over from England on a 6-month stay to see how she liked Canada. As children, we found her difficult to warm to. The weather was hot, and the summer breeze blowing in the open car windows felt great as we raced along. My mother sat in the front seat with little Tina beside her, and I was in the back seat with Yvonne. My grandmother unfortunately sat in the back seat beside us. She was enjoying her open window, not expecting any sudden surprises. I don't remember our destination, but wherever we were going, Dad was in a hurry to arrive. There wasn't time to stop when Tina had to go potty. So Mother had her squat down on a bucket in the front at Mom's feet. The next thing I remember was a vicious yellow shower leaving the bucket as Mother flung Tina's wee-wee out the front window. Sadly, most of it returned into the car by way of the back window, leaving Nan drenched. Little could be that the resulting shriek was unforgettable. Little could be said to restore Nan's composure. Yvonne tried lightly by adding, "It's a good thing it wasn't a big job, Nan." The only thing that really helped was Dad's immediate cooperation at potty time. We stopped the car and got out after that. So anyway, I have pictures of the infamous day with. Anyway, if you have a moment, I have one more. Or,
sure.
Okay. We have to go ahead to last night, which I wrote this one. So jump ahead to 2013. What will we call this one's down here? Oh dear. The trouble. Oh yeah, here we are. This is called One Petrified Rider. Well, tonight I deliberately filled my motorcycle with the best gas I could find and drove out to the old drag strip on the highway past the Burrard Indian Reserve and laid on the gas just to see if I could get close to the speed I remembered on Mike's bike. If you own a motorcycle, you do stupid things like this once in a while. I thought I'd better slow down. The corner was coming up fast. My little joyride tonight reminded me of the day when Mike Peters took me down that same stretch of road on his Kawasaki 500 two-stroke. I will never forget the blinding speed at which 2 riders and an incredibly fast motorcycle went through that hairpin turn at the end of the drag strip on Dollarton Highway. The year would have been about 1969. We were teenagers, full of the foolish love of speed at the time. I hopped on the back of Mike's motorcycle one summer evening for a ride down to Deep Cove. I had no idea what was coming as we sped through the S-bends in the reserve. No clue that I soon would wish I was somewhere else rather than the back of Mike Peters' screaming motorcycle. We were leaned over nicely coming through the reserve, which was no problem. But when we came to the straight stretch, Mike cracked the throttle. The two-stroke leapt forward, and the motor wailed as the RPMs rose. Mike stabbed his foot through the gears as the wind shot by. What the devil is he up to, I wondered. I can assure you that stretch of road was covered in seconds, and we were running out a straight stretch very fast. At maximum speed, I poked my head up over Mike's shoulder to peek at the speedometer, and through teary eyes I caught a glimpse. Oh God, oh death, oh Lord, oh shit! 105 miles per hour, and that was miles per hour, not kilometers. I don't think there was time to slow down much through the corner. By the time I pulled my head back down, I had to lock my body tight against Mike's to keep in perfect harmony with his lean. One false move, one wobble, and the guardrail would have caught us. Halfway through the curve, I imagined the motorcycle and two riders cartwheeling through the high cedar treetops. And at that speed we were going, we may have landed in the inlet. Needless to say, the ride was flawless. Except for a little sideways drift on the back wheel going through the curve, we survived. And at the end of the road, a hot motorcycle and one petrified rider pulled up next to the Cove Inn. What the hell was that all about, Mike? I asked, still shaking. A little scared, were you? Yeah. Good. I finally got you back, Smith, for scaring the hell out of me on the back of your Honda 90.
Great job. Your voice actually sounds quite familiar. Does anyone else notice that?
I did read a few times here a long time ago.
Well, you've got a very professional reading voice. Good job.
Oh, thank you.
I'm thinking, who's does your voice sound like? Have I heard it before? Okay, well, Peter, you're up.
Good.